Hey, what's going on guys? Michael from Spruce and Sharp here. Hope you're all doing well, and in this video we are taking a look at a highly requested pomade. This might actually be the most requested pomade ever on this channel, and that is Don Juan Hair Grease, which is an oil-based pomade advertising a heavy hold as well as a high shine finish. And the other notable thing about this product is that it is brewed for Don Juan pomade by Lockhart's. This is a completely custom formula made for Don Juan. The Lockhart's wouldn't just white label their products out to other brands anyway, but yeah, this is a completely custom formula from the Lockhart's for Don Juan, and that is pretty cool because, as we know, Lockhart's, they really are just the masters of oil-based pomades, so that is really cool to see that there's this sort of I guess like friendly partnership between the two brands. So yeah, we're going to take a look at the pomade though. Let's just of course though start with the usual things like the packaging. So as you see here, we have this 4-ounce black metal tin, and it has labeling very similar to the other Don Juan products. This time we have gold as a featured color, and then around the side you have all the information that would come with any other oil-based pomade. And then when you take the lid off, on the inside you see a very waxy looking oil-based pomade. And this one has a bay rum scent. It's a pretty nice fresh bay rum. It's not a clove heavy bay rum, it's not a citrus heavy bay rum, just a nice light and clean bay rum scent. Now to show you how this scoops, and this is one time where I really don't want to do the scooping demo for a product because it is just so waxy, but I will show you anyway because that is what this video is all about. So as you see, it scoops out from the tin pretty easily. You do need to apply some pressure, but then when you begin to break it down, it is a very sticky and waxy product. I'll show you. Like, it's very waxy. It feels somewhat slick, but mostly it's waxy. But the one thing that I do have to say about it though is that the application can be a little discomforting even in damp hair with this product because it does have so much wax in it. You will definitely feel some of the stickiness from the wax. It's a little discomforting, to be perfectly honest with you, even in damp hair, but nonetheless it doesn't feel like you're ripping your hair out or anything like that. There is just a very present stickiness to it because, like I said, this is a waxy product. Now when it gets into styling though, this is a pretty easy and straightforward product to sort of get the hold of. This product is very nicely balanced. It has a nice strong hold to it, but it also has a good touch of slickness to it, a nice soft waxy stickiness, which helps form a slick style rather easily. Now, as we know, a lot of heavy hold oil-based pomades in the past, traditionally, they are known for being very waxy and difficult to work with, often forcing your hair into a blocky, artificial looking shape. And while for the first 10 or 15 minutes, this product might put up a little bit of a fight, I found that if you let the product settle into your hair for about like 10 or 15 minutes, it becomes a bit more easy to work with. Once the wax is all settled in, the product becomes just a bit slicker, a little bit stickier, and that's when you can really begin forming your final style. The hold on this one is definitely a nice, strong, heavy hold. There is definitely no question about that. I get tons of hold with this product. It's holding my hair up very nicely. And it kind of reminds me of Lockhart's Goon Grease, their most popular oil-based pomade, but it's not quite as slick as Goon Grease. It's more waxy than Goon Grease, so it has more of a stickiness to it, not as much of a slickness. It kind of has a hold reminiscent of Goon Grease, but it feels a bit stronger because it's not as slick and it's more waxy, but I would definitely put it in that like firm to heavy hold range for sure. And then also for heavy hold products, they're usually known for not being very shiny, but I would say for this one, it definitely has a nice polish to it. It's not super greasy looking. It actually looks like a pretty clean shine, which I do like. It's a very nicely balanced shine. Would I call it a high shine finish? No, I would probably call it something more of like a medium shine to me. But yeah, not a high shine, but it's a very nice and clean and polished looking shine. I don't think it looks really notably greasy or anything like that. It does look rather clean overall, especially for an oil-based pomade. It's more of a stickier, waxier pomade, but it has just a nice little touch of slickness in there as well. But I wouldn't say this product ever really gets greasy for me, even on hot days. I think the high wax content does a good job of keeping it overall pretty clean for an oil-based pomade. Yeah, there might be a little bit of greasiness, but that's just sort of the nature of the beast when it comes to products like these. But overall, I wouldn't really worry too much about that. I would say in my experience, this one is definitely less greasy than a product like Goon Grease. It's definitely a much cleaner product just because of the wax content alone. Now, we don't need to spend a whole lot of time talking about the endurance though. This is a heavy hold oil-based pomade from the Lockhart's, and one thing that we know about oil-based pomades is that they remain very consistent in the hair throughout the day. And the other thing that we know about Lockhart's products is that they're all generally pretty good for the type of product that they are. So for a heavy hold oil-based pomade made by the Lockhart's, yeah, this one's going to hold up very nicely all day long. no worries about that. I've gone through like 12 or 14-hour work days with this product in my hair, even in the middle of summer, and it held up just fine. It is a very nice, resilient product, especially too if you have a little buildup in your hair, it should endure even more so. But of course, if you ever want to, you can restyle. Yes, this is a waxier oil base, so it might be a little discomforting at first to restyle, but rest assured, you can restyle with minimal hassle, and I found that the product remains mostly consistent throughout the day, so restoring your initial style should not be any challenge whatsoever. Now, when it comes to the washout though, that is something that we do have to talk about with oil-based pomades. This one will take about 3 to 4 showers with shampoo to fully remove from your hair, assuming that you are not adding any more product on consecutive days. Otherwise, it probably will take a little bit more effort to wash out. But nonetheless, the buildup that's left behind is actually pretty nice. I realized after the first shampoo, I get about 60 to 70% of the product out of my hair, and any buildup that's left behind is pretty nice and light and waxy, which really is an ideal buildup, especially if you plan to apply more product the next day. It gives you a nice little bit of extra strength to work with. But yeah, I mean, the buildup is pretty nice, and it's something that we should expect from an oil-based pomade that is a bit on the waxier side. So the final verdict on the Juan Hair Grease. What do we think about this product? Is this product any good? Is it worth your investment or anything like that? Well, I like this product. I think it's a very nicely balanced, firm to heavy hold oil-based pomade. It's not my favorite stronghold oil-based pomade that I've ever used, but I think it's still a very good one nonetheless. I like that it has a little bit of slickness. For me, it's a very good balance between a waxier oil-based pomade and a slicker oil-based pomade. Like I said, I think it has more waxiness than Goon Grease, but not quite as much as like the Lockhart's Heavy Hold pomade. It's kind of somewhere in the middle. It has a nice amount of slickness to it without being overly slick, but it also has a good amount of wax to it to really give it some stability and to really help with that endurance. And this product will pretty much endure all day. You don't really have to worry much about it, but should you have to restyle, you can restyle pretty easily should you need to. This one, like I said, is very nicely balanced where it has just enough stickiness, just enough waxiness, and just enough slickness to really give you a solid product that will have no problem enduring through the day, even in hotter weather. Now onto a few little criticisms about the product, just because, I want to be completely honest with you. I wasn't crazy about the application. I thought the application was a bit rough. It was a bit too sticky for my liking. Maybe that's just because my hair is a bit shorter right now for the summertime. But nonetheless, even in damp hair, this product can have a pretty sticky application. Also, too, I am not necessarily crazy about the scent. I think it's a bit of a muted bay rum scent. It's definitely not the best bay rum that I've smelled. It's not a terrible scent either, but just nothing like, wow, that's a nice bay rum scent. I've definitely smelled way better ones, but it's not a bad scent overall. And then also, too, the shine, it definitely is not a high shine for me. It's a medium shine, but it still is more shine than a lot of other waxy heavy hold products out there. But overall, the hold checks out, the endurance checks out. Once it's in the hair, it performs very nicely. And I mean, as you see, I got nice height and shape with this product, which is not something that you can commonly get with a lot of really waxy oil-based pomades, but with this one, it was possible. So with that said, guys, this was a review of the Juan Hair Grease. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and don't forget to subscribe. Also check the description down below for a more detailed written review on my blog, as well as a link to where you can find this product for yourself. So yeah, with that said, I'm going to go edit this video to get it up on YouTube as soon as possible for all of you. So you all have a good one, and I will see you all soon with another video.